And Ibn Taymiyya is, again, famous. He went into jail so many times. He also died in jail, Ibn Taymiyya, because the Sultan just was, whatever, many. But most famously, when the Mongols invaded, this is the actual Mongol Ghazan king invading. This is, again, I'm mixing eras, so don't get confused. Nawawi is 150 years before. Ibn Taymiyya, the actual Mongols now are invading. Ghazan, the great-great-grandson of Genghis Khan, the great-great-grandson is now invading Damascus, right? And Ibn Taymiyya is in Damascus. Now, Ghazan had politically embraced Islam. He said he's a Muslim, but he didn't practice and whatnot. Long story, whatnot. And he called for a delegation of the ulama of the city to visit him. Ibn Taymiyya was a part of that delegation. And when the scholars came, Ghazan laid out the best feast imaginable. Delectable delights, beautiful meats and different things. All the people eating. Ibn Taymiyya has his hand there. One of his friends said, "This is good food, eat." Ibn Taymiyya says, "How do you expect me to eat when all of this meat has been stolen from the peasants? And the cups we are using has been confiscated from the people." And he kept on going, "How can I eat of this haram food?" And he refused to eat a single morsel on that table. And then the scholars were called. And Ibn Taymiyya stood in front of everybody. "All of you get quiet, I want to be talking here. This is why I came here." And he raised his voice and his hand in front of Ghazan. And he gave him such a harsh lecture that Ghazan had to lower his face. Ibn Taymiyya said, "You claim to be a Muslim, yet the dhulm we have seen from you, we haven't even seen from a kafir. And you claim this and that, and you have done this and that." And he kept on going on and on until one of the people who's narrating the story, he said, "I was so worried they would cut his head off right then and there. I put my thobe and moved it away from the body of Ibn Taymiyya in case the blood does not splatter on me." Literally moving away. That level. And Ghazan had never in his life been spoken to like this. And in the end, he lowered his head and didn't do anything to Ibn Taymiyya. Once then, when they walked out, he said to Ibn Taymiyya, his friend said to Ibn Taymiyya, when the colleague said that, "Were you not scared? Was there not any worry?" And Ibn Taymiyya responded, "This is the covenant I have with Allah. I have to speak the truth. This is, if I'm not speaking the truth, I'm not doing my job." What he is saying, as Allah says in the Quran, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ اللَّهُ مِيثَاقَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ لَتُبَيِّنُنَّهُ لِلنَّاسِ وَلَا تَكْتُمُونَ. Allah took a covenant with the people who have the book, the knowledge. You must clarify it to mankind, and you shall not hide it from mankind. Anybody who has the book, anybody who has the knowledge has to live up to this responsibility.